describe the Chicago Cubs season through 45 games. What do you think?
Hangover. And maybe that's literal. I don't know, as much as they
Nice.
partied after they won. But no, figurative hangover for me. You know, Joe Madden really slow played all of his starting pitchers in spring training, knowing they got pushed last year with the extra month of pitching. Older guys, especially with Lester, Lackey, Arrieta. And I looked across the board the other day at the velocity on all those pitchers, the 4 starters, and they're all down this year. Now, the last couple of starts, Kyle Hendricks is getting his curveball back. Jake Arrieta is getting his cutter back a little bit. Lester's been on point. He's been really good. But it really, for me, starts with the starting pitching. It just has not been as good, and it's almost predictable, though, because they pitched so deep into last year, because Joe really worked them a lot in spring training. It's almost like they're now just getting into shape. And I think you see a little bit of that in Cleveland, too. You know, with Kluber down, Trevor Bauer hasn't been as good. It's a little bit of a price that you pay for pitching that 7th month.
That said, at least Cleveland has shown up against Houston, which appears to be the best team in the American League, obviously record-wise through the first 47 games. I mean, out of the Yankees, I'm going to throw Houston and Washington out of this mix here. And Milwaukee, since we just talked about the Cubs, because I assume you think the Cubs are going to turn around and start playing baseball like last year, right?
Yes,
Tom?
sir, absolutely.
Okay. So Colorado, Minnesota, and the Yankees, which one do you think is the most real and sustainable for the rest of the season as we hit Memorial Day?
For me, it's Colorado. I actually picked them as a wild card team in the National League, even though it's spring training. You know, a lot of people got off Colorado because they had a lot of injuries. It's a dynamic offense filled with so much athleticism and guys in the prime of what should be the prime of their careers. Not a lot of age there. And depth of pitching. To me, the season for them is all about the bullpen. And listen, they're never going to lead the league in ERA when you pitch in Mile High there. But to me, the bullpen had the makings to be decent. It's been more than decent. Holland has been a revelation coming off Tommy John surgery, as good as he has been. So with a good bullpen, I think Colorado's going to win 90 games and get a wild card team because that offense is definitely sustainable home and road.
How good is Houston? How good are they?
Well, you alluded to this. I think they're the best team in the American League, and that's no disrespect for Cleveland because I still love the Indians. But when I saw Houston a couple of weeks ago in New York against the Yankees, I was just blown away, first of all, by how good Dallas Keuchel was. I know he's on a DL now, but I don't worry about him the way that he threw. Lance McCullers looks like he's the real deal as long as he stays healthy. He's just got incredible stuff. And they did the right thing to me, Rich. This team that bought into analytics, built a team the right way, especially with some of the young players. And now they decided, you know what? We need a little leadership here, veteran leadership. And with Reddick and McCann and Beltran, they've got it. And I think pitching staff-wise, 1 through 13 these days, stuff-wise, they're as good as just about anybody in baseball. So I think they're a legitimately talented, super talented team that is not going to go away.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you like that video, be sure to download our app. Don't have any memory on your phone? Let's start to delete some of those slow-mo videos you have. And you know which ones I'm talking about.